Hey, my super beautiful, lovely, gorgeous souls, welcome. Today's reading is going to focus on will they come back to you? So are you worried about someone from the past, someone that you're in maybe separation time with? It could be your twin flame, it could be your soul connection person, it could be any connection that you are wondering if they're going to come back, okay? So main questions we're asking today, energies surrounding the breakup, ex-partner's actions regarding the breakup, ex-partner's current attitude, sort of feelings about the relationship, sort of where are they at in their headspace, their heart space, in their life, your energies, your feelings, your attitudes, and what is possible here, okay? So we're going to jump right in, and we're going to start with energies surrounding this breakup. Now, this is not going to be for everybody, so if it doesn't fit, I have lots of other readings that might fit better for you. Okay. All right, let's get into this. So, energies surrounding this breakup. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? All right, so we've got overboard, swim for shore. And we've got acceptance, still holding on is unhealthy. Okay, and we've also got wasted time, enough is enough. So what I feel is that you were putting in way too much. They were not reciprocating. Okay, and that you're stuck sort of holding on now, holding on to what was, holding on to what you want, holding on to the fantasy, holding on to the illusion of what you dreamed was going to be between you and this person, and they sort of got ripped out of your life, or you feel like they've been ripped out of your life in some way. I also feel like you put way too much time on this, way too much energy on this. You depleted yourself in the process, is what I'm getting. So this is like kind of telling you it's okay to like abandon ship. It's okay to swim for shore. It's actually what you need to do, because if you keep holding on, you're just destroying yourself. Okay. I feel like you are a very loyal person, probably loyal to a fault. I feel like putting time and energy into something that just isn't paying out, or just isn't going the way you want it to, or looking the way you imagined it, or someone's not meeting your expectations, you kind of have to just say, let it be, and accept and move on, because acceptance is really the problem here. So I feel like I do tend to attract people who are trying to get over something. I do tend to channel messages for people that are trying to find self-acceptance or healing in some way. So this might be, if you're finding this, what you needed to hear. Like I said, this might not be for everybody, but I'm getting a big you wasted time. I feel like this person had no consideration of your time, no conception, no consideration of your energy, nothing. I do feel like you went balls to the wall with this. You threw yourself all in. It wasn't like you half-assed anything about it, okay? You were all in on this. All right, so let's get some more cards. So more energy, I need to know. More energy surrounding this. And then we'll talk about sort of like your ex's or your ex-partner's actions and all of those things regarding the breakup. All right. What other energies are surrounding this connection? Oh, we've got broken heart. Yes. So feeling like you've been dragged through the mud, feeling like you've been betrayed, feeling like you have lost a piece of yourself, a sense of yourself, feeling like you put everything into this and there was something very shocking or very painful that came out. This does have to do with third-party situations, or cheating, or somebody lying to you about the way they feel, or not being 100% honest with you about their feelings, or being over maybe an ex or something like that. I feel like a lot of people hold on to the past, and when they try to make a relationship work or try to go forward, it's almost like you're trying to stuff somebody into a mold of the perfect love and the perfect relationship that you have in mind. And when you do that, you're blocking your energy for that real energy to come into you, that real love energy to come into you. So when you waste your time trying to stuff somebody into a mold, I feel like that creates a broken heart for yourself as well, because you had an expectation, it didn't work out, it wasn't what you thought, you wasted time, you feel empty now, and you feel like abused and sad and sort of taken, like somebody took from you, is what I'm getting. So let's see some more energies surrounding this. Let's move this card over and get some more cards out. So yeah, I feel like this is some type of attachment. It's a little bit of an unhealthy attachment because I feel like you're holding on to something that may be over, or maybe the timeline has lapsed on this, okay? So I feel like there's a holding on energy. There's a sense to me that you feel like you need this. There's nothing else but this. You'll never find this again. That's what I'm getting. So there's an attachment to the sorrow of this. I almost feel like you're wallowing and using it a little bit, almost like as a crutch, almost as something that if you don't have this, what else is going on in your life? Does that make sense? I feel like this is you also having to detach your feelings towards this person and stop thinking that they're the only one that can give you happiness, bring you happiness, be your happiness. Because look, you're all tied up in this. To me, this feels like a self-imprisoning thing. Like you're letting this control you. You're letting your emotions get the better of you. You're letting your emotions make decisions for you. Like instead of being in your headspace, you're in your heart space too much. There's a lot of emotional tangle. It literally is holding you back from happiness. It's holding you back from finding your true self. And it's holding you back from healing, is what I'm getting. And you need to break the ties from this person and the expectations that you had of them. I feel like this is ties, cutting ties with this person, cutting cords with this person is definitely needed, because I feel like you're so attached to what this was and who you were while this was going on, you don't even know who you are anymore. And I feel like that alone is breaking your heart as well. All right, so let's talk about sort of your ex's actions, feelings, anything that we need to know about them regarding this breakup. So I get a feeling there's no contact right now. I feel like they kind of want it this way. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. They feel like they've said it all. They feel almost like harassed. They feel like they don't want to be bothered with this anymore. They feel like they want the closure as well. I feel like they're not open to speaking. They're not open to giving you any more information or any more pieces. So sometimes, sadly, we have to make our own closure. And that's what I'm getting here. I feel like they kind of hung up on you. They kind of left you hanging. They kind of just either were too worried about what was going on in their life, or they couldn't give to this anymore or give any emotion to it anymore. They just didn't want to give anything to it anymore. And to me, it's a cop-out. That feels like cop-out energy to me. Totally. I feel like this is like almost like cold shoulder shit, like where they're like, well, if I just disconnect, if I just ignore, if I just let go, if I just pretend that this is not bothering me, maybe it won't bother me anymore. Does that make sense? Yeah, we've got cold shoulder. We just said it. Look at this. So I feel like this is somebody who could have done better by you, okay? Even in the end game or the end result of this, I feel like they could have been better supportive of the way they felt. They should have been more honest with you. They should have told you. They should have been more direct with you, instead of sort of ignoring you and letting you hang and just going, oh, well, whatever, she'll move on or he'll move on. So they're having a hard time facing emotions over this and feelings over this. I feel like this is just their go-to way to deal with things. They don't like confrontation. They don't like conflict. They can't handle it. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know what their emotions mean. They're afraid of their own emotions. They're afraid of your emotions. They don't know how to face their own demons. They don't know how to face their own issues. They can't do it. And when they're confronted with it or backed into a corner, this is what they do. Frozen, no contact, cold shoulder, disconnect. That's it. That's the way they're dealing with this, unfortunately. They don't know how to deal with it. They're not in control of their emotions. They're really not, because if they were in control of their emotions, they'd allow their emotions, they'd feel them, they'd share what they were feeling, they'd talk about it, they'd discuss it, they'd give you more of an explanation is what I'm getting. All right. So let's get on to some more. Let's talk about more of their actions sort of regarding this breakup. What are their actions regarding this breakup? So I feel like they, unfortunately, they thought about this for some time, like with this strategy card. I feel like they needed to clear space And that included you, unfortunately, so they can start to make decisions about where they want to be in their life. There's something about they're very lost in life and don't know the direction, don't know where to go, don't know what to do. They might seem like they have it all together, but deep down I feel like they really don't. They're really not happy with their path, they're not happy with their life, they're not happy with their decisions. So I feel like there was a lot of thought behind this, and I do feel like they did really not intend to hurt you, but they weren't taking your best interest in mind either. They had to strategize what they were going to say, how they were going to do it, what needed to be said, what needed to be cleared up, all those things. And I just feel like that didn't happen. I feel like they're still in their head about all this shit. And let's see what else we've got. They're definitely still in their head all about it. Yeah, there's some envy here. I don't know if they were envious of you. Were you in a better place? Were you more better off than them? Were you more evolved than them? Did you have more money than them? Better career than them? There is some type of envy here. Were they jealous of you? Were they just a jealous person, an envious person that they had a chip on their shoulder about that? Were they more like they wanted you all to themselves and there's like this ownership quality there? There's something about they had envy for you. They might have wanted to live through your eyes or experience something through you, get closer to you because of something they were envious of you about. But I feel like this is what's surrounding in their life, their issues, their problems that came out in the relationship towards the end. Let's get one more card. Yeah, they're kind of taking a relaxed approach now. They're kind of like hanging back. I feel like they're just doing this. They're like chilling out. They're trying to like get it all together in their head. They're trying to figure shit out. They're trying to plan their next move is what I'm getting. I do feel like they are thinking about what happened. They're reflective upon it, but they're not like willing to backtrack at all. They're thinking about the future and what's to come. They're not thinking about backtracking, but they're trying to clear their headspace out. They're trying to clear their energy from this. They're trying to get over this feeling a little bit as well. All right, let's get some more cards. I want to know what are your energies and what are your feelings towards this now. What are your energies, feelings, attitudes? You have to love and care for yourself first and foremost. I feel like this is the end of a cycle for you. I feel like you're done now. Like you feel like you're done now. Like I'm not giving myself again like this. I'll never do this again. I'll never be as good as I was again. I'll never give so much of myself again. I feel like that's a good attitude to have in the aspect that it has to do with the self-love. It's going to pump you up into the mode of self-love. So I feel like right now is a good time for you to be all about yourself. And this is a repeated thing in so many readings, thousands on the internet right now on YouTube, but it's the truth. I feel like this was just the end of a cycle for you. Like you're going to learn from this situation. Like you're never going to do this again. This was like a learning experience from you to the umpteenth like level that there's no going back now for you, okay? I take great care of what I value. So I feel like all your goals, your aspirations, the things that you want in life, the things that you value, the things that you want to chase after, the things that you're passionate about, focus on those things at this time. I calmly make the best decision possible. So you've got a lot of action energy, mental energy, and actually grounded earthly energy, which I feel like is more about money and building up on finances and clearing up debts. I also feel like you can have someone new coming into you that's more stable, more grounded, more practical, would be an earth sign coming in. But I feel like you have choices to make. I feel like moving forward, there's mental and physical things that are being asked of you at this time, like whether it's going to be clearing out the old mental bullshit from this relationship, things that were said, things that were done, reactions, fights that were, you had, like that sort of shit has to be cleared out. And I definitely feel like you do have choices and decisions coming up in your life that you're going to have to be very astute and very in your head about, not your heart, in your head about. And I feel like in regards to this, you still want this person. You definitely valued this relationship. You valued it very highly. because of some way they made you feel in the beginning. Absolutely. But I feel like you were chasing that beginning feeling again over and over, and it wasn't coming up. I feel like there's a little bit of like this, I don't want to let this go. I don't want to let this go. Almost like a stubbornness. So I feel like, this ended for a reason. Okay. This person was not about partnership, and you are. Okay. So as long as you keep putting out there that you want a partnership, you want the best kind of love for you, the most supportive kind of love for you, you're going to get it. It's going to come to you. Okay. So let's talk about what is possible here going forward, because I'm getting a vibe that we asked in this whole reading that at this time, yeah, no, they're not coming back to you. We might be better off without them, is what I'm getting. But we might as well ask while we're here. So what is possible here? Transformation, learning from this whole situation in a cycle. See this? This is you going into something one way, coming out completely different and changed. And also more mature. A new maturity has formed here, or is forming here over the